It's an exciting time in California, a state already famous for its golden poppies and grizzly bears. As of October 9, 2025, we have a new official resident to celebrate, the giant garter snake. This amazing reptile, known scientifically as, now proudly holds the title of California's official state snake. This isn't just about adding another symbol to the list, it's a huge step forward for wildlife conservation. By giving this snake such a special status, we are shining a bright spotlight on a creature that truly needs our help and attention. It's a way for all of us to learn about and appreciate one of our state's most unique and often misunderstood inhabitants. What a fantastic way to honor our natural world. So, what makes the giant garter snake so special? Well, for starters, it lives up to its name. This is the largest garter snake species in all of North America, sometimes growing to be over 5 feet long. That's as long as a bicycle. Unlike some other famous snakes, this one is completely non-poisonous, making it a harmless giant. It's a very shy creature that loves the water, spending most of its time swimming through marshes and wetlands in search of its next meal. It's a skilled hunter, preying on small fish, tadpoles, and frogs. Its beautiful pattern of stripes helps it blend in perfectly with the reeds and grasses of its watery home. The giant garter snake is a true Californian, through and through. You won't find this animal anywhere else on the entire planet. It is endemic to California, which means it is a native species found only within the borders of our state. Historically, its home stretched all across the vast wetlands of the Central Valley, from the areas around Chico in the north all the way down to Fresno in the south. These marshlands were once a sprawling paradise for all kinds of aquatic life. The snake was a key part of this ecosystem, a top predator in its small world, helping to keep the balance of nature in check for thousands of years. Sadly, the California that the giant garter snake once knew is mostly gone. Over the last century, our state has changed dramatically. We have built huge cities, developed vast agricultural lands, and diverted water for our homes and farms. In the process, we have destroyed over 95% of the original wetland habitat that this snake depends on for its survival. Imagine if 95% of your neighborhood just disappeared. This massive loss of its home has had a devastating impact on the snake, pushing it into smaller and smaller pockets of suitable territory and putting its entire future at risk. The consequences of losing so much habitat have been absolutely catastrophic for the giant garter snake. Think about it. With almost all of its natural home gone, where is this animal supposed to live, hunt, and raise its young? The numbers tell a truly heartbreaking story. Biologists and conservation experts estimate that the population of the giant garter snake has plummeted by more than 90% over the past 100 years. This is a staggering decline for any species. It means that for every 10 of these amazing snakes that used to thrive in the Central Valley, only one remains today. This is why the snake is now considered a threatened species. The threats facing the remaining snakes are numerous and relentless, coming from many different directions. The biggest danger continues to be habitat loss from urbanization and the conversion of land for different types of agriculture. But it doesn't stop there. The introduction of invasive species like predatory bullfrogs and largemouth bass creates competition and new dangers. Water pollution from pesticides and other chemicals can harm the snakes and the fish they eat. Even climate change plays a role, with more extreme droughts drying up their homes and intense floods washing them away. It's a constant battle for survival in a rapidly changing world. In an incredible display of adaptation, some populations of giant garter snakes have managed to hang on by making use of man-made environments. They have found a substitute home in the agricultural landscapes of the Central Valley, particularly in rice fields. These fields, which are flooded for parts of the year, mimic their natural wetland habitats. The snakes also use the network of irrigation canals and ditches to move around and hunt for food. It's a remarkable example of nature finding a way to survive alongside humans. These snakes are showing us just how resilient they can be when given even a small chance. However, relying on rice fields and canals is not a perfect or permanent solution. These artificial wetlands are a lifeline, but they are a fragile one. As farming practices change and California looks for ways to conserve water, many farmers are shifting away from water-intensive crops like rice. When a rice field is converted to an almond orchard, for example, a vital piece of habitat for the snake vanishes forever. This means that even their last refuge is under threat. True recovery for the species depends on protecting and more importantly, restoring their original natural wetland homes, not just the temporary ones they have been forced into. When scientists and conservationists describe a species as vulnerable, it is a serious warning sign for the future of that animal. The giant garter snake is listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, which is a global inventory of the conservation status of different species. This classification means that the snake is facing a high risk of extinction in the wild in the medium-term future, unless the circumstances threatening its survival improve. It is also listed as threatened under both California's and the federal government's Endangered Species Acts. These designations are not given lightly. They are based on hard evidence of population decline and ongoing threats. Being labeled as vulnerable or threatened is like a red alert for conservation. It tells us that the population is shrinking, its habitat is disappearing, and the dangers it faces are getting worse, not better. For the giant garter snake, this means that without our direct intervention and help, it could continue its slide toward becoming an endangered species, or worse, completely extinct. It's a critical moment for this unique California native. We are at a crossroads where the actions we take today will directly determine whether the giant garter snake has a future or becomes just a memory of the wild California that once was. The new law, Senate Bill 765, which was signed by Governor Gavin Newsom on October 9, 2025, is a powerful tool in the fight to save this snake. By officially naming the giant garter snake as the state snake, California has done more than just give it a fancy title. This act is designed to raise public awareness and get people talking and thinking about this incredible animal. When people know about the snake and understand the challenges it faces, they are more likely to support the efforts needed to protect it. This is a crucial first step in building a strong foundation for long-term conservation success. This new status brings a sense of hope and renewed energy to the conservation community. Michael Starkey, the founder of the organization Save the Snakes, called the designation a crucial step for the species. Many are looking at the success story of the Nini goose in Hawaii. After it was named the state bird, focused conservation efforts helped it recover from the brink of extinction. The hope is that by becoming a state symbol, the giant garter snake will receive similar attention, funding, and public support, which can help turn its population decline around and put it on the path to a healthy and stable future. Protecting the giant garter snake is about so much more than saving just one species of reptile. This snake is what we call an indicator species. Its health and population numbers tell us a lot about the health of the entire ecosystem where it lives. A thriving population of giant garter snakes means that the wetlands are healthy, the water is clean, and the food web is in balance. When the snake is struggling, it's a clear signal that the entire wetland environment is in trouble. By working to save the snake, we are also working to save the precious and rapidly disappearing wetlands of California's Central Valley. These wetlands are incredibly important for all of us, not just for snakes. They act like giant natural sponges, helping to prevent floods by absorbing excess rainwater. They also filter and clean our water, removing pollutants before they can enter our rivers and streams. Furthermore, these habitats are biodiversity hotspots, providing a home for hundreds of other species, from migrating birds and fish to countless insects and plants. When we take action to restore the places where the giant garter snake lives, we are making a direct investment in a healthier environment for every single person and animal in California. It's a win-win situation. The journey ahead for the giant garter snake will not be easy, but its new status as our state snake gives us a powerful reason to be optimistic. This official recognition will help drive education and inspire a new generation of Californians to care about our native wildlife. It can lead to more funding for habitat restoration projects and encourage policies that protect our state's vital water resources. Every time a student learns about the state snake in school, or a family sees a sign about it at a nature preserve, we build a stronger culture of conservation. This is how real, lasting change begins. Ultimately, the story of the giant garter snake is a story about our relationship with the natural world. It's a reminder that our actions have profound consequences for the creatures that share this land with us. Let's embrace our new state snake as a symbol of our commitment to protecting California's wild heritage. Let's work together to ensure that its wetland home is restored, so that this magnificent, gentle giant can thrive for centuries to come. The future of the giant garter snake and the beautiful wild places it represents is in our hands. Let's make sure we protect it.